Today, in this video, we'll discuss about GST audit. So starting with the meaning of GST audit. Audit under GST involves examination of records, returns and other documents maintained by a GST registered person. It also ensures correctness of the turnover declared, taxes paid, refund claim and input tax credit availed and assesses other such compliances under GST Act to be checked by an authorized expert. Next, we come to the need for GST audit. A GST audit entails the review of the records, returns and other documents of a GST registered person. It also verifies the accuracy of the turnover declared, taxes paid, refunds claimed and input tax credit claimed, as well as other GST Act compliances that must be verified by an authorized expert. GST is a trust-based taxation system in which a taxpayer assesses his or her own tax liability, pay taxes and file returns. As a result, a comprehensive audit system is required to be confirmed that the taxpayer has appropriately self-assessed his tax burden. The government has taken a number of steps to ensure that GST is properly implemented, out of which one is audit. So, now we come to the types of GST audit. First is turnover based audit. So under turnover based audit, audit is performed by a chartered accountant or a cost accountant which is appointed by taxpayer. Such an audit is required where the turnover of such taxpayers exceeds 2 crores in a particular financial year. Second one is normal audit or general audit. It is performed by Commissioner of CGST, SGST or any other officer authorized by him. It is initiated on order of Commissioner by giving 15 days prior notice. Third and the last one is special audit. Under this audit, the audit is performed by a chartered accountant or a cost accountant which is nominated by the Commissioner of CGST or SGST. It is initiated on an order of Deputy Assistant Commissioner with the prior approval of the Commissioner. Now, having discussed about the meaning and types of GST audit, we come to the checklist for GST audit. First one is reconciliation of GSTR 1 and GSTR 3B. It should be ensured that monthly or quarterly returns are in sync with the books of accounts before filing GSTR 9. In other words, it can be said that books of accounts through which the financial statements are prepared should be cross-verified with GSTR 1 and GSTR 3B. After that, GSTR 9 should be filed, followed by GSTR 9C. Next, we need to check taxes on reverse charge mechanism. GST payable on supply covered under reverse charge mechanism basis should be paid in cash. ITC for the same can be availed in the same month. Auditor need to take care whether taxes on RCM has been paid in cash or not. Next is interest on late payment of GST. Interest calculation on liability is 18%. It's required to be made and the auditor is required to check whether same has been deposited timely by the taxpayer. Also, if notices have been issued by department for the payment of interest, whether same has been properly dealt with or not. In case excess claim of input tax credit, payment of interest up to 24% is required to be made to excess ITC availed. Next is reversal of input tax credit in respect of non-payment within 180 days. Date of invoice of supply and date of payment should be checked that the difference does not exceed 180 days. ITC should be reversed for non-payment of invoice within 180 days and this should be checked by an auditor. This is most common mistake and need to be taken care of. Next one is requirement of e-way bill. Check that an e-way bill was issued or not. Now, in case where e-way bill is issued, then check if it is tallying with invoices raised. Also consider whether any goods are lying which was sent on the approval basis and it's exceeding the time limit of 6 months. After that comes the matching of GST audit turnover with income tax turnover. Disclosing turnover under goods and service tax and income tax is matter of confusion nowadays, as GST turnover definition is somewhat different from income tax turnover. However, now both the department will exchange the information with each other. Therefore, one needs to take care in reporting turnover under income tax and GST. Next one is GST IN-wise audit. It is to be noted that GST audit will be done GST IN-wise. Turnover will be checked on PAN basis. That means all supplies made inclusive of exempted supplies made throughout the country, either from one place or multiple branches, will be considered while checking turnover for GST. Next one is stock transfer. In case of multiple branches, stock transfer among branches must also be reconciled. The stock held as per books of accounts and GST annual return must be same, since the stock transfer outside the state is considered as supply under GST. After that is bifurcation of ITC bill. The ITC has to be bifurcated in purchases and different kind of expenses like freight, employees cost, bank charges, capital goods, etc. From profit and loss account, expenses can be identified easily. It should be classified in proper head. Now another type of audit is audit by tax authority. For this, a notice for audit is served by Commissioner of an authorized officer, and the same is served 15 days prior to the prospective date of audit. Such a notice is given in form GST ADD 1 to the registered person before commencing the GST audit. After this, period covered under audit. The period of audit can be financial year or part or multiples thereof. After that, time limit of completion. The audit is required to be completed within a period of 3 months from the date of commencement of the audit, which may be extended by the Commissioner for further period of 6 months. Then the verification of books of accounts, records and documents. The authorized officer shall conduct audit of books of accounts, records and verify the documents on the basis of which the books of accounts are maintained. Carry out reconciliation with the filled returns and statements, verify turnover, exemptions and deduction claimed, taxes, input tax credit availed and utilized, refund claims and other relevant issues, and record the observation in his audit notes. So, this was all about GST audit in this video. For any queries and assistance regarding the same, contact Rajput, Jain and Associates. Thank you.